Hey, this is John Smith again, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about, so we talked last week a little bit about what we call punk busting, right? And that was where we saw a particular application or a particular part of a CIDR block talking to an external IP address, and we basically took a PCAP once that happened so that we can kind of have some digital evidence or kind of see what's when communications that are out of the ordinary are happening. Today I want to do this at layer 7. If anyone remembers the Anthem breach, if I believe that was actually uncovered by a system administrator who looked at it and saw someone was querying their back-end EHR database with SA credentials and running ad hoc queries. So for today, I want to show you a trigger we wrote. Basically, we're going to look at the SQL statements, and this is both statements and procedures, but we're looking at the statements, and we're looking for anything ad hoc that's run against our EHR table, right? So if you look here, I look if the statement is something like from EHR, so that means select star, select date of birth, select social security number, select patient ID, any number of those records that can be pulled, any number of ad hoc requests. So anything with from EHR, I want to actually log that as a violation. And I'm going to actually trigger a packet capture. So I've gone in here, I've enabled a packet capture, and if I see anything that comes across the wire with from EHR in it, I want to be able to alert on that. So real quickly, I've rigged up access to my SQL server. I've got a fake database called EHR data, and I've got a table called EHR. So real quickly, I'm going to connect to it. And I'm just going to run this query, okay? And so again, the idea here, and we see that 2,100 records were accessed in a little under a third of a second there. Okay, so the idea again here is that we should be able to monitor and log for any kind of from EHR, anything that any ad hoc access. So let's say the EHR table is normally accessed by a myriad of stored procedures. That's typical behavior. So I've basically said I want to see anything that has from EHR in it. And as you can see we've got a violation here. And if I go to my administration page, I'm going to just update this real quick. And if you'll notice, I actually have a sensitive table alert, and you see it right here. And so basically, if I'm an insider threat, and this is part of a blog post I called Insider Hating, kind of a play on the word insider trading, but if you really want to hate on insiders, if somebody's coming through with approved credentials, or if their credentials are breached, which happens all the time, but they come in with approved credentials, and they come in with over approved ports, it's going to be really difficult for your security team to be able to see that. That's asking a lot of a centralized security team. So what we hope to build for you is a surveillance strategy that allows you to see that. So we've set up a trigger looking for anything that has from EHR in the SQL statement. Now I've got a table, I've got digital evidence of who did it, and I can download this real quick and open it up in Wireshark, and we can take a look and kind of see the actual query that was run, right? So in Wireshark, while we will parse it natively, we'll have some periods in there. So real quick, I'm just going to walk through here. There you'll see SQL Server, and eventually we're going to actually come across the SQL statement that was run. Let's see here, we'll keep going. And there is additional records. But let's follow TCP stream and let's see what this gets us real quick. And the way this should look is like this in Wireshark. And there you see the statement. So I ran select star from EHR, and there it is in Wireshark. So if this is an insider, it's cardboard box time. It's time for Chet, the security guard, to walk them out, hand them a cardboard box. Or this could be, just to confront the system owner. Maybe it's somebody running ad hoc queries. We used to have this this payroll database where every end of the month they would do a bunch of ad hoc queries on it. We obviously didn't fire anybody, but we went and told them, hey, stop doing this. This isn't for that. This isn't for ad hoc access or your personal ad hoc access. So we have our digital evidence. We've been caught. They've basically been caught red-handed running an ad hoc query against the EHR database. This type of visibility can prevent a lot of breaches, especially when you have an insider. Keep in mind that insiders tend to work in that blind spot behind the firewall or behind the perimeter. With Extra Hop and WireData Analytics, you have full visibility into what they're doing. Thanks again, and thanks for your time, and I look forward to my next video. Have a great day.